Alright guys, welcome back. This is GamerDNA Townhall number 2. You're here with QforQ and ChangeAgent, and we're here. We just talked about the new content systems and comment systems, so check out that video if you haven't. This segment we're going to talk about profile questions. So this first question is from Michael Guyden, and they asked, will we be able to apply different themes to our profiles?
So you already have the ability to apply themes to the profile, so I think maybe he's meaning, are we going to add more? And we are. We added a new profile background. Our resources are limited as far as working on new designs versus working on supporting existing designs. We're a pretty scrappy, lean, mean startup here, so we'll definitely work to add more profile background skins as we go. We launched with a few that we thought would be nice for the community, and we'll add more as much as we can for each release. But you can just go to your profile page. There's a button up in the upper right that says select your profile theme. You click that, the themes come up. You can pick whatever theme you want, preview it, and then select it. The one that we just launched was for shooters, so
yeah,
go check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. So this next question is from Turner and Reddit8. They both had the same question. The question was, could we have the same presence type feature, which is the player's gadget in the lower right hand corner of your member home that shows you what your friends are playing in real time? We have that feature on your member home. Could I have that same functionality on the profiles for a member's individual status? So when you load up a profile, I can see, hey, ChangeAgent is on Xbox right now playing this game.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a good idea and very possible. And I made a note to check into how easy it is to add that. I mean, there's no reason why we can't just take that same little snippet and put it somewhere on the profile page. So yeah, it's a good idea. I'll look into it for sure.
Yeah, thanks guys for the suggestion. This next one is from Reddit8 as well. They asked, why don't the AKAs in the bio section of the profile link to your profiles on those networks?
Yeah, I mean, this is just an issue of what do you leave on the cutting room floor. I mean, we're like sprinting towards the launch. We had to get there before PAX, and you start looking at everything you have to do, and you start cutting stuff off the list. So one of the things that was cut was figuring out all the different link templates for all the different AKAs, so that when you would click a link, it would bounce you to the profile page on that other site, or the login field for the profile pages on the other sites. So yeah, we definitely have some notes to go back and figure out how to create all those link templates to make those linkable. So it's on the list. We just didn't get to it by launch, and we've been attacking some other issues recently. So yeah, we'll get to it though.
Alright, I actually just got a question via text. That's the first one. Thanks. Why don't the AKAs in the bio section of the profile, we just answered that one. Argoff31 and Lord Xenophon asked, could we get some more web AKAs in the bio section? So Argoff31 said they make a lot of game videos and they put them up on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Could they put like their YouTube name in their profile?
You don't have YouTube?
No, we don't right now. So
okay,
we'll look at that.
Yeah, I mean the answer is yeah, we can definitely add more. It's not hard to do. We just have to decide to do it. So if there's some that you specifically want, I mean, I would suggest go to Get Satisfaction, say, hey, can you guys add this web AKA, and we'll look at fitting it into the next release, because it's really trivial to add them. So sure, yeah, I mean, we could definitely add more if there's ones that you guys want. And we've talked about some other gaming network ones and gaming network related ones as well. So yeah, just go in, add it, say, hey, add this web AKA, and if other people are interested as well, maybe they'll vote it up and Get Satisfaction, and we'll get those in.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, go to GamerDNA.com/feedback. That's the best way to give us, you have your problems, or you have suggestions or ideas or whatever, or even praise. Send them in through there. Lord Xenophon's particular question was about a particular game, City of Heroes. Apparently they have a chat system where you can create a name that is unique across all of the servers, and you can use that as a chat system, or for your chat name for their system. And this sort of ties in to a little bit of the character system. So yes, we suggest that you do that through the character system, and I know maybe that's not the best solution, but the problem is there's so many games that come out and they all have different things. Like especially this month, September, there are many different MMOs that came out, and so it's really tough for us to build things that are unique to particular games, just because there's so many games that come out, and we only have so much time and people. And it's just really difficult to implement things that support all of these different games.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the sort of unseen hard aspects of running a game community site is just managing the game data. I mean, just managing all the games that come out for all the platforms, and not even the games that come out at retail, but I mean the free-to-play MMOs, the Steam arcade games, all the little titles that everyone wants to have on their profile or talk about or have a buy link or a play link, or just managing that game data. And then you get into the MMOs and it's every race type, every class type, every server. I mean, the data itself and managing that and creating custom features for that is a pretty unique challenge. I think that we were all I think undervalued that when we first started, and we've come up with systems to sort of deal with that and tools to help us. I mean, even something as simple as when games come out, how do you link content to them? How do you link the gameplay events, because they're called different things on different networks? So just managing that whole system is quite a challenge. It's a fun challenge, but but Sam's right. I mean, it's very hard to build specific things for games. When it's a game like World of Warcraft that's been out so long with so many millions of members, the impact is a lot more direct. When it's a smaller game, it's just really hard to figure out how to carve out the time to devote just to a specific game.
Right. So we've got two last questions in a few minutes, a couple minutes for this segment. Actually, the one that came in via text is from Sargonis. Hey, Sargonis. He asked, this is something he's asked before, and a couple other of the more hardcore want this feature, and it's when can I add multiple Xbox Live names or multiple accounts on these different game networks that we integrate? When can I add multiple of those to my profile? And the thing is that it's a really complicated system, and it's really tough to figure out if you played, say you played Left 4 Dead on Sargonis and then your other gamer tag on the same day. Like, how do we do all this stuff? It complicates things quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we have this concept of game events, and we make game events unique per day. So when you start introducing this overlap, and we already ran into that with Steam and Xfire, and sort of the complexity that creates, because you could be running Xfire and then logged into your Steam client playing a game, and it could detect it twice. And so just dealing with that situation can be pretty tricky. Multiple gamer tags, it can be equally challenging. Honestly, we never really put together the data models to support that effectively, and it's such a small percentage of people that really do that. That in most cases, what you see more commonly is people have different gamer tags per members of their family, so it's still unique individuals under the same household. People who have multiple gamer tags, it's just hard to make that association, to do all of the work that would need to be done to make that multiple association work. So just a real challenge.
All right, so we've got about a minute for this next question, and it's from the Tot. And they asked, could you show genre and consoles that are in common when a member looks at how they compare to another member? So when you go to a user's profile, say I go to ChangeAgent, I can see what the things we have in common. So it'll show games, people that we follow that are similar, that sort of thing. Can it show consoles or genres?
Yeah, so that's a good idea. I think showing something like consoles or platforms, more specifically, is a good idea. So if I look at in the upper right and I see, hey, there's 5 things in common with me and QforQ, and I pull that up, and one of the things we have in common is we both have PSPs or something like that, definitely. That's, I think, pretty easy to do. Genres are a little tougher because, what's the threshold that means I'm interested in a genre comparatively to QforQ? Let's say I played one football game like Madden or something like that, and QforQ plays tons of sports games, and I've only played one. Do we really have that in common? And then how many games do we have to play to really be in common? So I think platform, definitely. Wrote it down. We'll look into that for sure. Genre, a little bit harder. Probably won't get to that.
All right, cool. So that is the end of the profile-related questions. We've got a couple more segments coming on the way. So thanks for watching so far, and we'll see you in the next segment. Thanks, guys.